Good evening and welcome to the BDF Show. And tonight we're going to start off with Disney, this day in Disney history. Today's date is November 26th. In 1864, Charles L. Dodgson sends a handwritten manuscript to 12-year-old Alice Little, one of the three daughters of Henry George Little, the dean of the local church. The manuscript, titled Alice's Adventures Underground, a story first created in July 1862, is an early Christmas present. The manuscript will later be renamed and published as Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass under his pen name Lewis Carroll. Dodgson is a professional photography hobbyist, uses family, friends, and colleagues, including Alice, as subjects for his photographs and creative inspiration. 1933, legendary star of stage, screen, television record Robert Goulet is born in Lawrence, Massachusetts. 1937, Disney's Pluto cartoon Pluto Quintuplets is released. 1938, tragedy strikes when Walt's mother, Flora Disney, dies of asphyxiation caused by a defective furnace in the house in Los Angeles that Walt and Roy had built for their parents less than a month earlier. She is 70 years old. 1939, singer and actress Tina Turner is born in Nutbush, Tennessee. 1942, the Warner Brothers romance film Casablanca, starring Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, and Peter Lorre, is released. 1943, Disney's Donald Duck short, Home Defense, directed by Jack King, is released. 1946, Disney animator Wooly Reitherman, one of Disney's 9 Men, weds Janie McMillan and at Emerita Presbyterian Church in Manila. 1951, MGM releases the comedy Grounds for Marriage featuring Van Johnson and Katherine Grayson. Among the musical number is one by the Firehouse 5+2, a Dixieland jazz band led by Disney animator Ward Kimball. And also in 1951, Matthew Diamond, a film and television director, producer, and choreographer, is born in New York City. 1955, Donald Paul Hahn, a film producer who is credited with producing some of the most successful animated films in recent history, including The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. The first animated film to be nominated for the Oscar for Best Picture, is born in Chicago, Illinois. 1956, actor Don Lake is born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He voiced Stu Hopps, father of Judy Hopps, in the 2016 Zootopia. 1959, Thanksgiving Day. Disneyland Zorro Days feature the cast of Disney's popular ABC TV series returns to the park for the fourth time. The 4-day event includes parades and live performances in Frontierland. 1961, Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color airs holiday for henpecked husbands. 1965, comedian, actor, and writer Scott Adsit is born in Northbrook, Illinois. He is the voice of the robot Baymax in the Disney animated film Big Hero 6 and the television series Big Hero 6 series. 1967, Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color airs part 1 of The Monkey's Uncle. 1971, the Orlando Evening Star runs the front page headline, Monster Crowd Too Much for Mickey, Disney Gates Close. Traffic choking crowds jam Walt Disney World to capacity on this day after Thanksgiving. Shortly before noon, it is announced that the Florida park must close its gate to outside visitors. 1972, The Wonderful World of Disney airs part 1 of Chander, the Black Leopard of Ceylon. 1976, Disney airs the Moon Spinners and Prowlers of the Everglades as a TV special. 1981, singer and songwriter Natasha Bedingfield is born in West Sussex, England. Her song Unwritten from her 2004 debut studio album of the same name was featured in Disney's 2005 motion picture Ice Princess. 1986, the Disney Channel first airs How to Haunt a Haunted House, the 75th episode of the Edson Twins. 1987, Tokyo Disneyland welcomes its 50 millionth guest. 1992, Thanksgiving Day. Santa Goofy takes the spotlight in Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as the new balloon. The procession also features 6,000 amateur tap dancers donning Mickey's ears, tapping to set the Guinness World Record for largest assembly of tap dancers. 1997, Disney's Flubber, starring Robin Williams and Marcia Gay Harden, is released. A remake of the 1961 film The Absent-Minded Professor. Williams portrays Professor Philip Bernard, who among his robot assistant Rebu, voiced by Jodie Benson, creates an energetic substance. The cast includes Clancy Brown, Ted Levine, Will Wheaton, and Edie McClure. 1998, Thanksgiving Day. Winnie the Pooh Thanksgiving airs on ABC TV. 1999, the fourth Epcot Holidays Around the World begins. 2001, the Walt Disney Company reiterates its commitment to support U.S. troops at home and abroad and assist in the nation's relief and rebuilding programs. Disney has become a USO World sponsor, providing more than $1 million financial aid. 2003, Disney feature The Haunted Mansion opens in theaters. The movie stars Eddie Murphy as a real estate agent, Jim Evers, who drags his family to see the creepy Gracie Mansion when he learns it is being put up for sale. 2004, the popular Disney World holiday event, the Candlelight Procession, is performed at Epcot for the first time this season as Holidays Around the World begins. The Disney Pixar animated feature, The Incredibles, is released in the United Kingdom and the Republic of Ireland. The final episode of the interactive animated series Stanley airs on Playhouse Disney, based on a series of children's book by Andrew Griffin. The show first debuted in 2001. 2005, Disney legend. Disney legend and pioneering film distribution executive Irving Ludwig passes away at his home in Santa Monica, California. He is 95. His 40-year career with Disney began in 1940 when he was hired to manage the roadshow engagement of Fantasia. Ludwig later served as president of Buena Vista Distribution. 2006, the Wonders of Life Pavilion including the attractions Body Wars, Cranium Command, and the Making of Me reopening Epcot. 2008, the Sleeping Beauty Castle walkthrough reopens at Disneyland after being closed since 2001. 2009, Happy Thanksgiving, the 83rd the 83rd Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade takes place in New York City. Mickey Mouse rejoins the parade this year with a new cruise ship Mickey balloon. It is the fourth parade version of Disney's Famous Mouse. 2010, as many as 130 Disney stores across the nation open at midnight on Magical Friday, Disney's answer to Black Friday. The first candlelight procession of the season takes place at Epcot. 2014, it is announced that the Turner Classic Movies cable channel is joining with two division of the Walt Disney Company. 2017, Ale and Compass restaurant opens in the former Captain's Grill space in the Yacht Club Resort at Walt Disney World. 2020, The Wonderful World of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration airs on ABC on this Thanksgiving Day. Hey, Mark Langenkamp, Tina McNeil. Let's see. I've got some online games to see. Let me go ahead and bring one up. See. Yeah. Okay, let's go with Wordle. Let me go ahead and pop my chat out. Okay, I should have just went ahead and okay. It's going to come up pretty soon. Okay. Okay, you know how this is played. We're gonna we only get about 6 guesses, and let me go ahead and start with my favorite word. One of my favorites, audio. Well, the eye's in the right place. Okay, let me try bread. Wait a minute, I can't try bread because I teeth droid. Okay, droid, okay. Well, we know the I and the D's in the right place. So, let's try lepid. Well, let's try solid. There it is, solid. So that was Wordle for today. Let's see. Have you ever played Kahoot? Okay, here's how we're gonna play. You can like you can see we'll have 20 questions of Encanto gifts of the Madrigal family. Okay, you have to go to see. Well, okay, let's see how well you know the family Madrigal. Well, we'll do that some other time, because I'm not doing something right. So, okay, here's some facts of the 100 what the F word facts. Animals that lay eggs don't have belly buttons. Mr. Potato Head was the first toy to be advertised on TV. Boanthropy is a psychological disorder in which patients believe they are a cow. Camels has 3 eyelids. There is a McDonald's on every continent except Antarctica. Mosquitoes are attracted to people who just ate bananas. In South Korea, there is an emergency number to report suspect spies. It's 113. Cats can make more than 100 vocalizations. Sonic the Hedgehog's full name is Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. The world's termites outweigh the world's humans about 10 to 1. Most toilet paper sold in France is pink. The Hawaiian alphabet only has 12 letters. The human nose can remember 50,000 different scents. Children tends to grow faster in the spring. Sliced bread was invented a year after the invention of TV. If you keep a goldfish in a dark room, it will eventually turn white. Bullfrogs do not sleep. A snail breathes through its foot. Fish cough. It took the creator of the Rubik's Cube 1 month to solve the cube after he created it. Japanese square watermelons aren't edible. They are purely ornamental. Yep, Tina, that's right. An ant's sense of smell is stronger than a dog's. Tigers have striped skin, not just striped fur. The stripes are like fingerprints. No two tigers have the same pattern. Elephants are the only mammal that can't jump. Alligators will give manatees the right of way if they are swimming near each other. Canned baked beans aren't baked, but stewed. Despite its hump, camels have straight spines. Sunsets on Mars are blue. Digging a hole to China is actually possible if you start in Argentina. Mosquitoes have 47 teeth. A quarter of the bones in your body are in your feet. Brain waves can be used to power an electric train. The Boston Marathon didn't allow female runners until 1972. Pigs can get sunburned. A one-day weather forecast requires about 10 billion math calculation. Bluetooth technology was named after a 10th century king, King Harald Bluetooth Gorson. He united Denmark and Norway, just like the technology united computers and cell phones. There are 19 different animal shapes in the Animal Cracker Zoo. Hart Island is the final burial place for over 1 million of New York City's unclaimed bodies. There's a river called Big Ugly Creek in West Virginia. You share your birthday with at least 9 million other people in the world. No piece of A4 paper can be folded more than 7 times. In Slovakia, they have Christmas carp that live in the bathtub for a few days before they are eaten. There are 119 grooves on a quarter. Related 250 questions to ask a guy. Oh, okay. Number 44. The state of Ohio gives out different color license plates for those with a DUI conviction. People don't sneeze in their sleep due to their brain shutting down the reflex. Alaska has more caribou than people. Oysters can change from one gender to another and back again. Dead people can get goosebumps. The Mona Lisa has no eyebrows. A 10-gallon hat holds less than 1 gallon of liquid. The average raindrop falls at 7 miles per hour. Guy Fawkes is the reason men are called guys. Lizards communicate by doing push-ups. A giant squid has eyes the size of a volleyball. The average American will eat 35,000 cookies in their lifetime. Banks have therapists known as wealth psychologists who helps client who are unable to mentally cope with their immense wealth. Dogs have been banned from Antarctica since April 1994 out of the concern that dogs might spread disease to seals. Smelling apples or bananas can help you lose weight. In 1998, more than 50% of Iceland's population believed in the existence of elves. The hummingbird is the only bird that can fly backwards. That one I knew. Beavers were once the size of bears. A penguin's feather weighed more than their bones. A crocodile can't move its tongue. Honeybees navigate using the sun as their compass. If you sneeze traveling 60 miles per hour, your eyes are closed for an average of 50 feet. Hawaii is the only state to grow coffee commercially. The square dance is the official state dance of Washington. When dinosaurs roamed the earth, volcanoes were erupting on the moon. The only letters that don't appear on the periodic tables are J and Q. A single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto. At birth, a baby panda is smaller than a mouse. In 1923, a jockey suffered a fatal heart attack mid-race. His horse finished and won the race, making him the first and only jockey to win a race after death. Don't sneeze and drive. In order to protect themselves from poachers, African elephants have been evolving without tusks. In order to keep Nazis away, a Polish doctor faked a typhus outbreak that saved more than 8,000 people. The spiked dog collar was invented by the ancient Greeks to protect their dogs from wolf attacks. German chocolate cake is named after an American baker named Samuel German. During World War II, Germany planned to collapse the British economy by dropping millions of counterfeit bills over London. The youngest pope in history was Pope Benedict IX. He is also the only person to have been the pope more than once. The tallest man in record was 8'11". IKEA is an acronym that stands for Ingvar Kamprad Amterid Gunyard. The founder's name. The farm where he grew up in his hometown. There was a town in Nebraska called Monowi with a population of 1. The only resident is a woman who serves as mayor, bartender, and librarian. The unique smell of rain actually comes from plant oils, bacteria, and ozone. Vanilla flavoring is sometimes made with a liquid scented from beaver's castor's glands. The oldest unopened bottle of wine was found in a Roman tomb was more than 1,650 years old. In 2016, Domino's tested pizza delivery via reindeer in Japan. Helen Keller is related to Robert E. Lee. Her paternal grandfather was his second cousin. Starfish don't have blood. They circulate nutrients by using seawater in their vascular system. Adult cats only meow at humans, not other cats. Video games have been found to be more effective at battling depression than some kind of therapy. It's a common belief in Russia that eating ice cream will keep you warm. Underneath the streets of Beijing, there is around 1 million people who live in nuclear bunkers. A study from Harvard University finds that having no friends can be just as deadly as smoking. Both affect levels of a blood clotting protein. All new FBI special agents and intelligence analysts are required to visit the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. Garlic is known to attract leeches. New York City mob boss Vincent Gigante used to avoid arrest by wandering around in his bathrobe to convince the police he was insane. Bubble wrap was originally invented to be a kind of plastic wallpaper. Jeanette Rankin was elected to the House of Representatives 4 years before women had won the right to vote. In Netherlands version of Sesame Street, in the Netherlands version of Sesame Street, there's a blue bird named Pino instead of a big bird. Pino was later introduced as Big Bird's cousin. Portions of Bible have been translated into more than 3,000 languages. Among those include fictional language like Elfish, Klingon, and Navi. The longest hiccup in history lasted for more than 60 years after it began. Well, that's the 100 facts tonight. Let's see. Have a good night, Mark. And let's see if I can bring something up from. Okay. Okay, and then see. Okay, and then see. Let me bring something up. Let's see. Okay. Okay, see. I may have to mute my mic to do this, so.
We're on our way to Magic.
I wasn't live when my cousin Charlene and her daughter Coral and Coral's boyfriend Eddie. A phone. Hey, Brandy. I'm having a great time.
He's got a blog. He's got a blog going on YouTube channel.
It's a live stream. Magic Kingdom, Tina. Sorry we're starting late, but you know how it is when your flight brings you in late and
And he decided to wake up at 7:30. So I had 2 hours of sleep. Thanks, Kate. You didn't go to bed at all.
I didn't go to bed at all. Hey, Timothy Rainwaters. Skyliners are running. They got the Skyliners running. They were down earlier. This is from my YouTube library of from my streams. Hey, T-Town Mary Ellen. Hey, Brandy. Yep. I'll show you which building I'm staying in. Can you guess which one? This is the one I'm staying in. Hey, Journey with the Gingers. Thank you. Hey, Clarky. Right. Well, well, okay. Those were a couple from my 60th birthday. Since there's not much more to go on, so I'll just say have a magical evening and a great big beautiful tomorrow. Bye bye.